What is up, rivals? Welcome back to yet another episode of Rival Kingdoms. My name is Sawcasm, and today I have for you guys the brand new quest that just came out today, the Trickster's Wake. But anyway, I'm going to guide you through each of these battles in this quest, so hopefully you guys can get the free ancient Erasmus out of this. And please leave a like, rating, and subscribe if you do. And let's get right into the first battle of this quest. So one thing I noticed about a lot of these quests is that they have the stronghold pretty much very exposed and very close to the wall, so you can pretty much snipe them out. And I wanted to pick an ancient that would kind of assist in that, and I picked Yelenti because she does have a double damage spell. You see right there, only 5 mana, and it allows your troops to do double damage on a building. So I just wanted to snipe the stronghold because that is how you get the win. And Admiral Lee is definitely another ancient that is super good for focusing down strongholds, just absolutely rushing them, because he can literally get your troops to focus a specific building. And in, obviously you can focus down the stronghold, bada bang, bada boom. Next one is called Suntrap Valley. Now, I'm not sure what the heck is up with these difficulty ratings, because it says like impossible difficulty rating, but look at this base, pretty puny. And one thing I didn't notice at first is this kind of weird confusion slash stun mechanic. I'm not sure you want to call it, but you see right here the spell that my troops just got hit with. Now, this does happen in the later quests as well through this quest line. It's the first time I've ever seen this happen in the game. So what I found out to do is like a good strategy to combat this is actually wait to place your squads down. Don't place them all down, group together, because then they will all get confused or stunned, whatever the term is for that. Yeah, just place one down, then when the stun comes, and you can place the rest of them and avoid that. So yeah, like I said, here you go. You see yet another base that's kind of out exposed to the right side, so I kind of want to take advantage of that. We did get this Jal ancient for this battle. Specifically for this battle, he could shut down or protect our teammates from spell towers, as well as heal our teammates in an area and do damage in an area and reduce enemies' attack speed, I believe, by 50%. The last skill, not so useful for this particular quest, but the second one and the first one, definitely. You see all the spell towers that are here. 4 spell towers. The first spell actually deflects damage from spell towers, so that can be useful. Also, his second skill, you just want to keep those up as much as possible, because that heals in an area. You see I placed one on my frontline troops and one on my backline troops, just because to keep everyone as healthy as possible so they could rush down the stronghold. Now, if you are about, I would say maybe Stronghold 7, you would have a pretty not difficult time beating this quest. Maybe it might be a little bit difficult. Stronghold 6 is going to be pretty tricky, but Stronghold 7 and above, it will probably be very doable. I would have liked to also run through this on a second account, a lower level account, to show you guys, but unfortunately I don't have access to one right now. But anyway, this next stronghold is the first one we see that is a little bit more defended, so I opted to attack it from the right side with the catapults, because I did find that the catapults are quite the more important target to take down. I want to take out the Skywatcher first so I can call in my dragon and get his assistance with, well, actually I'm not sure if it's a girl or a guy, but get the dragon's assistance with the battle, because dragons absolutely own catapults. Catapults don't do anything against flying units, so a well-placed dragon can absolutely own them. And place down the greater fire elementals as soon as you get them, just to, protect the rest of your troops, do a little bit of tanking. I decided to use Sulric in this quest. I was actually not intended to use Sulric, but it definitely worked out, and it's great for you guys because you start with him, so even if you don't have Yelenti, you could still use it. All right, so the next base is a Stronghold 7. This is where it starts to get not difficult, but it's definitely going to be a little bit harder if you are a Stronghold 7 yourself. So I ran with Sulric again just because I was actually too lazy to change. Keep in mind I am running some paladins and some soldiers and some wardens. Place the wardens down after my paladins get hurt, and use the soldiers to tank the confusion. Absolutely huge there. And then place the greater fire elemental right in the base as soon as you get it to tank some of the damage. Once again, that is so good for these things like this, because you can place the greater fire elemental anywhere in the base, so definitely a good strategy. Okay guys, so now is the absolute final battle in the quest. Now I actually tried this quest 2 times before. I don't know if it was my strategy or what, but it just wasn't working out. So I decided to take some reinforcements with me, some Primus Mages, 8 of them, the epic one, because I'm like, you know what, I'm going to beat this. And I noticed something about this top area over here. I noticed that the catapult and the archer tower are actually kind of exposed, in the sense they have nothing that could shoot down air support here. So I placed my dragon right in the catapult to take it out, and I'm hoping I could also take out the arrow launcher. Did I call it something else? I really don't know, but I'm hoping I could take these out for free with no other troops lost, and I could have done that, but I decided for some reason to place down my soldiers, so I don't recommend that. Just use your dragon, take out those 2 towers, and yeah, progress on. Now, something I noticed about this base in particular, I think it'd be better to attack from either the bottom or the top, where there's only one wall you need to go through if you don't have Hagar. But if you do have Hagar, he absolutely wrecks walls. His first spell actually destroys a wall. Well, it does a ridiculous amount of damage to a wall and pretty much always destroys it at the lower stronghold level. So, you know, for going through a lot of walls, this is definitely the ancient to go to. If you don't have Hagar, then definitely a kind of more rushy strategy from the bottom or top would be more effective in my opinion. So there we go. We get the ancient Erasmus. Yep, so there you go, guys. I was kind of just wondering. I'm like, is that it? I won. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope this helped you guys actually beat this quest and get this free ancient who actually is pretty good. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like rating if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more Rival Kingdoms. Check out my 4-build quest walkthrough guide as well as my other Rival Kingdoms. And with that said, thanks for watching. Peace.